One more
I was
time.
I was trying to stay focused, and the dogs kept barking, and your people were so loud. And
Quiet on the set. Kimmie's trying to think. I think I got him. I think I
okay,
got him quieted down. Uh,
time.
okay, are you ready? Are you ready? Take
Finally,
take. Where's my camera? Take 476. So Kimmie, it is National Mentor Month, and that's kind of been the theme for all of the midweek twist this month. And that's why, I called you and was like, man, I want you to tell your story because your story is so cool, and it hits me close to home. You and I are the same exact age. There's nothing in the world I would love to do more than go team rope for a living and try to make the NFR. And watching you go do it and make it this year, and not only this year, but knowing you the last 2 years and watching this build up. And I know you were working at it long before that, but watching this build up was really special on the fan side of things. And so tell us about your story, what it was like from the family side of it to the horse side of it, and the drive behind finally making this first trip to the national finals.
so of course I got married young and had two kids, and I kind of thought that the journey was over and that dream was dead for me to ever go to the NFR. But I always barrel raced and amateur rodeoed. We trained horses and did all of that. But Travis and I knew that we needed just a little extra horsepower, so we started raising horses and that were just that extra caliber. And Travis and I have waited our entire lives to have horses like we have now. And when Foxy came along, we knew she was special. And we wanted to get her out there and get her showcased. And so then, of course, my name is in the standings. And I'm in Texas in the fall time, and I'm faced with a choice. I'm faced with I go rodeo and hit the road, or I wait till May until the Wilderness Circuit rodeo starts. So I went and rodeoed, and I started to rodeo and follow that dream. And my family was behind me 100%. Actually, at that time, my kids, we set them down and we talked to them about it, and they were like, "We're behind you 100%." Like, it was a family decision. And so that's what we did. And my family has sacrificed a lot for my dreams. So it was really neat to get to see them at Vegas this year and get to see them all 10 rounds sitting in the seats there and watching me, because they usually don't get to be there.
Wow, that was pretty cool, and hanging out with the kids and Travis. I know that they were so having so much fun there and being there with even Travis. Like when we were talking, and it's like it's surreal. He's
It was surreal. Like, even like when we loaded up the truck to drive to Vegas, like, all of us, we were almost speechless. We were like, "Are we really driving to the NFR? Like, is this for real?" And it kind of seemed weird because we had so much prep time. Like, I kind of had known for a while that I was making the NFR, and it was something that we had tried to do for 3 years. But when that time actually came to load up and drive to Vegas, it was a little surreal that that's actually what we were doing.
oh, that's so cool. I mean, what an awesome feeling. And I know that you talk about the support with your family, but this it's not with your family. It wasn't just about you making the finals. This is for your guys' business, right? I mean, you guys are in the horse business, right?
Yeah, Travis works a day job also because he has to keep our family afloat. But it is my job. It is our business. The horses are what I do, and Travis does it on the side. And the kids are just as much part of it as I am. And I treat rodeo as a business. It is nothing more than a business for me to go make money. And so making the NFR was my bonus at the end of the year to get to go to Vegas. So it is my end of the year Christmas bonus, and it was a good one.
Yes, ma'am. It was what 120 some thousand or whatever, 2 round wins. I know. You and I've talked before, and you say I don't keep track of all that stuff. Well, I do, and it was pretty awesome. The first round win, and then second in the first round, winning the second round, winning another round, and placing fifth in the average after a trip, after something that could have very well taken you completely out of the average. I mean, it was an awesome display of you and your horse Foxy. And Foxy's got a great story. we talked about this before the NFR. We were talking about, do you have a horse that can run good at the finals? Is that her setup? Because she's, you guys have won Pendleton. You've placed up there. You've been in the finals numerous times. So to have a horse that on the Green Mile can do so awesome, then show up at the NFR and do it. And, man, she was awesome, Kimmie.
Yeah. You know what? I really knew after our first practice, it was a one and done after the practice. I took her through one time and she was done. I knew she was going to work good. She was amazing in there. And it was kind of her setup. She loves long alleys and she loves that run to the first barrel like that. So that was kind of her setup. And I knew if there was ground underneath her feet, she was going to be good. And the ground was a lot better this year than it had been in years past. And it held her and she was happy and she turned and she ran hard. And, I was happy with after the first round when I was second. I was like, I'll take that all 10 days long, but then it was pretty unexpected to win the second round and then even to get another win. It really was unexpected. I just wanted to go to Vegas, honestly, and just do good. So to get 2 round wins was icing on the cake.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. So I totally want to switch gears on you right now. There's, on your social media and stuff throughout the year, you're very inspirational. One thing that you talk a lot about, you see the hashtags that are with you going down the road, the Cancer Sucks hashtag. Can you tell me a little bit about that story and about the emotions for this last year behind that Cancer Sucks hashtag?
Yeah, a year ago in September, my mother-in-law was diagnosed with glioblastoma, and I think I'm saying that right. It's a rare form of brain cancer, and she passed away in May. It's just one of those things that you don't think is going to happen to your family. It's always something that happens to somebody else's family. She was a huge supporter of me and my rodeo. She was always the one that was going to tell me, you're going to make it. You're going to go to the finals. And she kind of was the glue that held our family together and supported everybody and no matter what they wanted to do. So it's been a rough year. She passed away in May, and I was at my first Wrangler Champions Challenge, and I had to miss her service to go to that Champions Challenge, and I ended up winning that Champions Challenge on bottom of the ground in the mud. So I pretty much knew that she was with me that day, and that's where I'm supposed to be.
Wow, that's pretty special, Kimmie, pretty special. As we go into closing here in the show, we're going to wrap everything up. What would you tell that barrel racer or anybody out there about their dreams? Here you are, we're not in our teens or 20s anymore, Kimmie, and you made the finals. And what would you say to somebody out there that may think, man, my time's passed, or I just don't have what it takes?
You know what? Everybody has what it takes. They just might not have what it takes right now. And you have to work hard to be great. And if you're not being as good and getting the times that you want to get right now, if you're just that one step behind, work harder, go learn more. Have an open mind to learn from somebody that is winning and that has trained those horses or that has done well. Go learn. Don't be so close-minded that you can't go learn from somebody that is winning and in that position. Ask questions and don't be afraid to tell yourself this is going to happen. I can do this, because a negative mind gets somebody nowhere, and a positive mind opens all sorts of doors.
Well, Kimmie, I sure appreciate you coming on here, and those are great words for anybody out there. It doesn't matter your age, if you're barrel racing, roping, or swinging a golf club, it doesn't matter. Starting a new business, it all boils down to how much you want it and how hard you try, that's for sure. So, Kimmie, I sure appreciate you coming on the show, and good luck in 2017, and keep it up, okay?
Thanks, Drew. Thanks for having me as part of Team Cactus.
Well, we're dang sure proud to have you on the team. Well, everybody, that is going to wrap up all of the January editions of the Midweek Twist. We thank you for tuning in, and we invite you to join us on the 1st of February on Wednesday when we have Jake Long, WNFR Healer. He's going to be followed by Darren Peterson talking about the Wrangler BFI week in Reno. And then on the 15th, it's going to be the relentless man, Trevor Brazil. He's going to be with us. Hey, everybody, it's Drew Stu. Thanks for tuning in, and we're going to see you on the next episode of the Midweek Twist.